Normally, as a break here from the madding crowd of politicians, we do an anniversary and on-ball and best persons. But tonight, a different kind of break, a simple restore your faith story that I was privileged to bring you first last night on Football Night in America. Despite all the self-absorption and rule-breaking in sports, the old-fashioned concept of sportsmanship is to some degree back in vogue. Last year, a college softball player hit a game-winning home run only to tear up her knee as she rounded first base. So two of her opponents, whom she had just beaten, picked her up and carried her around the bases. This year in Ithaca, New York, 6 high school cross-country runners wandered off the course when they finally found the finish line, though none of them were friends. They agreed to cross in the same order they had been in when they got lost. And then there was what happened in a high school football game a week ago Saturday in Torrington, Connecticut. 2 coaches agreed on a caring gesture for an ailing player, but it turned out that was only the start of the sportsmanship.
I wasn't really upset about the cancer or anything. It's just the fact that I couldn't play football. It wouldn't have been bad if I could keep playing football through it, but I guess they don't want me doing that. I'd go out there and play right now if I could.
Nick Reardon, who will turn 17 years old a week from Thursday, has testicular cancer. A linebacker, offensive guard, and the punter for the Wolcott Tech Wildcats. The game against the Avon Falcons was to be his last in uniform before 9 weeks of intense chemotherapy began. He couldn't play. Doctors would not let him risk getting hit. But Nick's coach, Jamie Cody, had a wonderful idea. If it's the fourth quarter and the game's decided, Cody asked Avon coach Brett Quinion just before kickoff, can I put him into punt and have you not rush? Quinion didn't hesitate. Absolutely, he said. 7 turnovers later, Nick and Coach Cody and Wolcott Tech were down 42-0 when Cody saw Avon coach Quinion gesture towards him.
Coach called timeout, comes walking across the field and said, let's get him a touchdown. I started crying. I put Nick in the game.
I didn't know it was fake. Everybody else did. I didn't. And when the line opened up, I just went for it and got my touchdown.
With his best friend since elementary school, Kyle Eustace, leading the blocking for all 82 yards, and the other Wolcott Tech and Avon players fighting each other to get a better view of the play, Nick got his touchdown, and 2 teams celebrated in one end zone.
Just a glorious feeling. And when you got your entire team behind you, supporting you through everything, whether it's chemo or running in a touchdown, they're like my family. I love those guys.
On Monday, when Wolcott Tech went back to practice, reality hit again. Nick's chemo began. And then reality would be sacked yet again. When the Wildcats gathered later in the day for a film session, there was Nick, sitting through some tough images of a 49-6 loss just like anybody else on that team. Well, tough images, save for 1 touchdown. Nick Reardon still attending practice despite the chemo and despite the fact that he can only watch. And wrong about all this in one detail only. I didn't know it was a fake, he said of his touchdown. Nick, that was no fake.